Hello again. So today I want to talk to you about this beautiful little oak table. Now these crop up at auctions quite a lot, and most of the time they're Georgian oak tables. Now they're tilt top breakfast tables, so let me just quickly demonstrate to you the tilting of the top. So there's a little spring catch on there and up they go. So they catch, so you've got a little spring loaded catch there that flips into there. So that's the mechanism that they work by. Now these crop up at auctions quite a lot, and I always try and buy them because I really like them. And we usually try and aim for between sort of 60 and 70 pounds, but most of the time they go beyond that and out of our price bracket. Now, at most of these auctions, the commission, or the buyer's premium, is around about 22% plus VAT on top of that. So you can add that up yourself and see how much they usually come to. But we managed to pick this one up really cheaply. So before we go into any detail, I'm just going to quickly swing the tag round and show you that we've got this one at £88. So even though they usually cost more than that at auction, we bought this for a bargain, we're able to pass the price on to you, and this is a bargain. So it's a beautiful little table with a tripod base there. But this was in the auction listed as a 19th century tilt top table. And I was a little bit confused why, because I've always thought these were always Georgian. So I thought it was because of these screws running down here. So you've got a line of screws running down there and down the other side. So I thought, well, maybe because it's screwed, and screws probably weren't around in the Georgian period, that was why this was a little bit later. So I asked Debbie if she could help a little bit, and I've asked her to look into the history of screws. And it turns out that a guy called William Wyatt of Staffordshire patented a screw making machine in 1760. Now that's the same year that George III came to the throne, and George III is one of the longest serving monarchs of this country. So that's right back quite early in the Georgian period. Now by the 1780s, the company that owned this patented screw making machine were producing 16,000 screws per day, with only 30 employees. Throughout the 19th century, most screws were like this, were slot heads. And then in the early 1930s, a guy called Henry F. Phillips, who was American, invented the crosshead screw. So that's a brief history of screws. So as I say, I thought that this, because it had screws in, couldn't possibly be Georgian. And I listed it yesterday as early 19th century. And it might be that I was wrong. So this might well easily be the Georgian table that I thought it was. But as I say, I'm still not going to change the price. It's £88, even though that is normally less than they pay for them at auctions. So this is an absolute bargain for you at a really, really good price. Thank you very much.